morning students. So now let us start with the problems. Okay, cost of capital problems. I had told you that I will continue some problems. So let me start with those problems. To begin with, there were some doubts with respect to Delaware problem. So I will be solving that problem first. Okay, so let us read the problem. They have specified that there is a share premium of 2 lakhs, reserves of 6 lakhs, shareholder funds of 16 lakhs and 12% e-redeemable debentures. So first let us write down the different sources of finance. First is reserves, second is shareholders funds, and the third is 12% e-redeemable debentures. 12% e-redeemable debentures. Okay, so now let us write down the book values. Reserves is given as 2 lakhs. Shareholders funds, it is given as 16 lakhs. And 12% e-redeemable debentures are given as 4 lakhs. Okay, so now let us add up all that and you will get 26 lakhs. Okay, so this is the thing that we are given. Now let us find out the weights based on that book value. This will be with respect to reserves. So this will be WE is equal to. Then moving on to shareholders funds, 16 lakhs divided by 26 lakhs. This will be WE. Then 12% e-redeemable debentures, 4 lakhs divided by 26 lakhs. So this will be WB. So reserves you will get it as 0.2307, whereas equity you will get it as 0.615, and debentures, that is D, you will get it as 0.1538. Okay, so we got the weights. Now we need to find out the cost, that is cost of capital, that is nothing but K. Okay, so let us read the problem. What are they saying basically? An ordinary dividend of ₹2 per share has been paid. In the past, ordinary dividends had a growth rate of 10%. So we know that D is equal to 2, growth rate is equal to 10%. So we know these things. Then they have said annual interest has to be paid on debentures. The ordinary shares are currently quoted at, so we know the current market price, which is 27.5. This is with respect to equity. Okay, so now let us find out the KE. So KE is equal to D1 divided by current market price plus G. So we are given D. We are supposed to find D1. So dividend at the end of 1 year is equal to current dividend, that is the present dividend, 1 plus G. So current dividend or the present dividend is given as 2, 1 plus G, growth rate is given as 10%. So we are getting the D1 as 2.2. Okay, so it is going to be 2.2 divided by current market price, which is 27.5, plus the growth rate, which is nothing but 10%, that is 0.10. So after solving that, you will get KE is equal to 0.18. So KE is equal to 0.18, which is nothing but 18%. And we know that KE is equal to KR in this case. So we found out KE, which is nothing but 0.18. We know KR, which is also 0.18. Now let us find KD. Okay, let us find KD. Right. So with respect to KD, what they have mentioned over here to us, what are the information that we are given over here, that it is 12% irredeemable debentures. So we know that the interest rate is 12%. This is with respect to debentures. We know that the interest rate is 12%. We know that the current market price is 80 rupees. We know that it is irredeemable. So what are we waiting for? Let us solve. In this case, since the face value is not given to us, we are going to assume that the face value is rupees 100. So the face value is assumed as rupees 100. So KD, it is equal to what? Interest divided by current market price. So that is what KD is. Okay, so interest is going to be 100 into 12%. Why? Because the face value is 100, the interest rate is 12%, because it is 12% irredeemable debenture shares. So debentures. So divided by current market price. The current market price is what? 80 rupees. So it is going to be 12 divided by 80, which is nothing but, it's coming to 0.15. Okay. So KD is equal to 0.15. So we know the weights, we know the cost. What are we waiting for? Let us know what is weighted average cost of capital. Okay. So weighted average cost of capital, what will it be? It will be equal to reserves, that is KR into WR, plus shares, that is KE into WE, plus debentures, which is nothing but KD into WD. KR, we know what is KR? 0.18. So 0.18 multiplied by WR, we know that is 0.23, plus KE, we know it is 0.18, multiplied by WE, how much is it? 0.615, plus WD, which is nothing but, KD, which is nothing but 0.15, multiplied by WD, which is nothing but 0.1538. 0.1538. So solve this and you will get the answer. So now this is your third problem, that is the Delaware problem on the problem sheet that I have given here. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now let us move on to the ninth problem continuation. Let us move on to the ninth problem. I'll read the ninth problem to you all. Okay, so now the first one, that is finding the weighted average cost of capital using the book values, we have solved. Now we are supposed to solve using the market values. So if you see that all the securities are traded in the capital market and the recent prices of what they are trading in the capital market, which is nothing but the market values, are given over there. Debentures at 110, preference shares at 120 and equity shares at 22 per share. So they have already specified all the details, that is the market value they have given to us. Okay, so now basically we need to convert the book values into market value. So let us do that. Okay, first we'll find out the market value, then we will venture into determining the cost, that is K. Okay, so what have they mentioned? If you see, we need to know the total number of equity shares, the total number of preference shares and the total number of debentures that are issued. Okay, so how are you going to determine that? First of all, let us write down the different sources of finance in this problem. Okay, so preference shares, if you see in the book value, they have mentioned that the preference share total value is 2 lakhs. But how much is the book value per share? It is 100. So if you want to find out the number of preference shares, what you will do, you will take the book value and you will divide it with the per value of that share. So that is what we are doing over here. Okay, so the total book value of the preference shares is what? It is 2 lakh. Okay, this is the book value of the preference shares and the value per share is given as rupees 100. So you divide it with rupees 100. Okay, so how much it will come up to? It will come up to 2000. So there are 2000, we'll write over here, total number of shares of debentures. So 2 lakh divided by 100, you will get there are 2000 preference shares. Now moving on to the next, that is equity shares. The book value is 10 lakh and the value per share is given as rupees 10. Okay, check the book value. The book values, wherever they are mentioned, check those book values. It is given that the equity shares book value is 10 lakhs and the value per share is rupees 10. So let us write down 10 lakh is the total book value divided by the total value per share is coming to 10. Okay, they have mentioned it as it is 10. So how much it comes up to? It comes up to 1 lakh. So there are 1 lakh equity shares which are issued. Okay, then the next, that is debentures. Debentures, the book value is 8 lakhs and the value per debenture is 100. So 8 lakh and the value per debenture is 100. So it comes up to 8000. So we know the total number of equity shares, total number of preference shares and total number of debentures which are issued in the market. Right? So we know these details. Now we need to find out the market value. Now I'll write down the market value over here, whatever market value is, or I'll make a separate column, that's better. Market value per share, if you see in the next paragraph, that they have mentioned the market value per share or per debenture. Okay. Per debenture, they have mentioned that it is rupees 110. So debenture is 110 market value. Then for the preference shares, they have mentioned it is 120 rupees. So it is 120 rupees. Then for equity shares, they have mentioned that it is 10 rupees per share. So it is 10 rupees per share. So A multiplied by B, you will get your market value. Okay. So A multiplied by B. Okay. So now let us multiply and understand what is the value. So 2000 multiplied by 120, you will get the market value as 2,40,000, right? Then moving on to equity, multiply 1 lakh with rupees 10. Sorry, it's not 10, it's 22. I guess, yes, it is 22 rupees. It is 22 rupees. It's not 10, it is 22. So 1 lakh multiplied by 22, you will get 22 lakhs. So 22 lakhs. Okay. And the last one, that is 8,000 multiplied by 110, you will get 8,80,000. 8,80,000. Okay. So these are the final values that you get, that is the market value. Now since you know the market value, it's very easy to find out the weights, isn't it? So 22 lakhs plus 2 lakh 40,000 plus 8 lakh 80,000, it comes to around 33 lakh 20,000. Right? Now you have to find out the weights. Do I need to explain how to find out the weights? Obviously for preference shares, you will have to take 2,40,000 divided by 33 lakh 20,000. Same way for equity, take 22 lakhs divided with 33 lakh 20,000. Similarly for debentures, you will have to take 8 lakh 80,000 divided by 33 lakh 20,000. I won't solve it again over here. I hope it is very clear. Okay. So the total weights that you will get over here is, for equity, you will get 0.6626. For preference shares, you will get 0.0722. Okay. And for debentures, you will get 0.2650. So these are the weights which we have found out using the market value. Earlier we did it using the book value. Now we have found out using the market value. Okay, so let us jot down the weights in one corner so that now we can find out the value, that is cost of capital, that is K. Let us find out the cost of capital. Then taking the cost of capital K values, multiplying with the weights, we will get weighted average cost of capital. Okay. So let us solve that. Yes. So let us write down the weights in one corner so that we know the weights. Okay. Weight of equity, weight of debentures, and weight of preference shares. So weight of equity is how much? 0.6626. Weight of debentures is how much? 0.2650. And weight of preference shares is how much? 0.0722. So these are the details and we know those details. Now let us find out the cost, that is K, using the market value weights. Okay. So for the first one, let us find out KD, that is cost of debt. Cost of debt formula is what? Interest 1 minus tax plus redemption value minus sales value, the whole divided by N. Redemption value plus sales value, the whole divided by 2. Okay. 100 per debenture redeemable at par at 10-year maturity, 13% coupon rate, 4% flotation cost. All those details remain the same. Only thing is the market price will change. Okay, the market price will be 110. Sales value and all those things will remain the same. Okay, so let us solve. Okay, interest, we know that interest rate is 13% in case of debentures. They have mentioned that. So they have mentioned the interest, which is 13%. They have mentioned the flotation cost, which is 4%. They have also mentioned the number of years, which is 10 years. Okay, and the market price, which is the current price, okay, is mentioned as 110 for debentures. So everything is sorted. Let us solve the problem. Interest, we know since the face value it is given to us that it is 100 rupees. So 13% into 100, 1 minus tax, it is given as 50, okay, plus redemption value minus sales value. Now, redemption value minus the sales value. We know that the market value is 110. So, we are going to take 110 minus flotation cost, which is 4. So, we have to determine the sales value, which is obviously going to be the same way. Like how we found out, it's going to be the same way. It is going to be 100 minus 4%. So, sales value is equal to 100 minus 4%, where 4% is nothing but your flotation cost. So, it is going to come up to 96. Yes, it's going to come up to 96 rupees. So, you know your sales value, you currently know the market price also at which it is going to be, redeemed. So, let us substitute. So, it's going to be 110 minus 96. The whole divided by n, you know n is 10 years. 110 plus 96 divided by 2. How much it comes up to? It comes up to around 0.0766, which is nothing but 7.6%. So it's coming to 7.6%. So we know the KD, which is nothing but 0.0766. Okay, so we know the KD. Now we have to find out WE and KP. So let us find out the let us find out the KE and KP. Okay. Let us find out the KP because it is a similar formula. Just the tax is not taken into consideration. Okay. So let me read out the question for you all again. The same things we are following. Okay. 100 rupees different shares redeemable at 10-year maturity, 14% dividend rate and 5% flotation cost, sales price rupees 100. So, yes. So, they have given the face value, which is 100 rupees. They have given the interest, which is 14%. They have given the flotation cost, which is 5%. And the current market price at which it is going to be redeemed. Okay, the sales price, it is given to us. It is given as sales value. It is given to us. Redemption value is given to us as rupees 120. Now, the question that you always say is, ma'am, the securities are traded in the capital market and the prices are given to us. So, it should be the current price. It won't become the current price. Why it won't become the current price? Because the current price at which it is issued is the face value. And from that face value, we are deducting the flotation cost. That is going to be your present value. And the same. First of all, try to understand and read problem. They have said that rupees 100 preference shares redeemable at par. So they have given us the face value as 100. Then they have also mentioned that there is flotation cost. So 100 minus the flotation cost, at what price it is issued? It is issued at 95. 100 minus 5%. It is issued at 95. Then the sales value is obviously at what price it is trading in the market is 120. So obviously it was issued at 95 but it is trading at 120. So I hope it is clear. We are issuing it at 95 but in the market if you are redeeming it you are going to get 120 rupees. Okay, that's the reason why the redemption value is 120, that is the market value, and the current value, that is the present value, is 100 minus the flotation cost. Okay, so 100 into 14% plus redemption value is going to be 120 rupees. So 120 minus sales value is going to be 100 minus flotation cost, which is nothing but 100 minus 5%, which is going to be 95. Divided by n, we know that it is issued for a period of 10 years. 120 plus 95 divided by 2. So solve this and what answer you get? Yes, you will get 0.1539. 0.1539. Okay. Now let us move on to KE, calculation of KE. Dividend at the end of 1 year is given as 2. The current market price is given as 22. The market price at which it is trading, it is given as 22. Plus the growth rate 0.07. Solve this, how much you will get? 0.16, which is nothing but 16%. Okay, I hope it is clear. KE also we found out. So KE is equal to 0.16. and Kp is equal to 0.1539. So all the details are given to you all. I hope you all can solve the weighted average cost of capital. Weighted average cost of capital you all solve because all the information is mentioned here. WE, KE, WD, KD, KP, WP, and the total you will get it as around 13.8%. The weighted average cost of capital you will get it as 13.8%. Okay. So this is your problem number 9. I hope everything is clear with respect to this. I will give you all more problems to solve on this. But let us move on to the next subtopic as well. That is leverages. Okay.